Western Ukraine. So I've heard of it since pretty much day one in this country, in Ukraine. Everyone says Western Ukraine, Western Ukraine. You have to see this part of the country. So finally, one of the first observations in the Carpathians were all the churches. I don't know for sure, but it seems from the outside, it seems more religious. Got to our first place, and our first place was this beautiful house that this family owned, and well, we stayed there for a couple days. So we did this hike. Rain came in pretty strong. Couldn't see much, but nobody turned around. Like, everyone went, and we saw everyone from a man with a shopping bag and a cane to like a 4-year-old hiking this thing. He didn't look happy, but he was hiking it with his parents. This is what I love about Ukraine. All these students, right? And they're all hanging out together and just having a great time in the rain. And all these families were going for the top, and nobody seemed to mind that they were getting soaking wet. And at the top, it was like a festivity, like a party. People had champagne out. And like the number one asset to the country, in my opinion, is just that how society is so connected together. I think it was what, the third day went south, so deeper into the Carpathians.
No comment.
And so it rained, and then it rained, and then afterwards it rained. It got more beautiful. The villages were very nice, like really cute, beautiful villages. Surprisingly for Ukraine, the roads were actually nice, like really smooth and new. But then the second I said that, it changed, and it went back to what people typically think of Ukrainian countryside roads as. Romanian started coming over the radio station, and this Romanian influence you can start to feel as you get closer to the border, and the people look a bit different, and it feels like a different Ukraine, actually. Like, look, the Carpathians, for me, feel like a much different Ukraine than from what I've seen. Like the Far East, where I lived last summer, and here, two different worlds. I like them both, but completely different. And the borders are weird depending on the countries in the world. It was just interesting to see these mansions. And like a lot of them incomplete, but there were a lot of big houses. And look, this town had nothing. There was nothing here other than a border. There wasn't any industry, no cities around, nothing. So it was like big house, big house, big house, big house. And this guy Vitaly owns this place up the hill. He built it with his family. It overlooks a valley in the mountains, and you cannot buy that. You could stay at the nicest 5-star accommodation, but you're not gonna get that person just giving all he's got. The 2 places we stayed at, people are loving what they're doing, and they put a lot into it, and it shows. And yesterday he took us on this hike, beautiful hike, overlooking the valleys. Like, it's not these mind-blowing peaks. It's not the Himalaya or the Kafkas or the Alps, but it's a special place. It's got a lot of depth to it. That's that's what this country offers. That's what it really, the true asset of here. Underneath it all, no matter, you know, what the surface is like, there's this depth, and I get it. There's a dark side too, but there's a very light, human, beautiful side to it that's nice to connect into. That's the story. And I'll have to come back and do some more, because that was just a scratch on the surface.